Tonight on the randomizer, it's none other than Mr. David Kitchen, a man that not only I owe so much to, but everyone in the fantasy space. We are all merely branches on his tree. And tonight we are going to run him through the ringer via the randomizer wheel. This is his second time battling the wheel, but I don't know if I've ever seen so many incredible prompts that you guys helped submit. It's going to be a very fun show. It's the randomizer. I'm Pete with David Kitchen. Let's do this.
Kyle Pitts, can you do something for me? Can you score a couple of touchdowns for me?
Green was the color of the grass where I used to read at Centennial Park.
We're going tight end in the early round.
What?
Oh!
We had to resize.
Mom, okay, you don't say anything weird.
Welcome to the randomizer. Pete, take it away.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
Scott Hansen to tee you up. How are we doing, David? How are you feeling?
I'm like sweaty right now. I'm not sure if you can see, but I smell right now like a cookout. And so I was doing smash burgers and then the gas went out on the Blackstone. So then I had to switch to the Big Green Egg, feed my family in a rush, leave my wife with half-baked burgers and tell her, sorry, kids, Daddy's got to do the randomizer.
Did you actually have to get into the details of what the randomizer is?
No, they have no clue. They have no clue.
Well, and because you work what, like more of a 9 to 5 schedule. You're not normally doing content at night.
No, some might say I'm not doing content ever, but no, definitely not at night. I honestly, I have. So the dream is I've got like an attached garage. The dream is to eventually have that be my man cave.
Yeah.
And that'd be nice, but it's tough in the summers.
Well, I would say for how little content you do, which is basically just the Swolecast each week.
Yeah.
That's like your forward facing content. You've been in the space for a long time, but still the amount of like bits and things you have associated to your personal brand for only doing one show a week is pretty impressive.
I think it's just like the amplification effect of everybody else.
But then everyone else is getting amplified too.
Right? The mentions from the randomizer that I was just getting, I was like, I can't even like study this because it's just so insane. And so it's like, I don't know. I love it. It's just natural to me. Just have fun. And the Swolecast, it's just something that we do that is, if you think about it, it's just so ridiculous. Like guys hopping on, especially like during the DFS season, no preparation at all, just kind of winging it, and people love it. It's really about the chemistry, and so it is. I love everything that we get to do during the week, meeting the one Swolecast show.
It's pretty incredible that we've created a show where like the selling point is how low effort it is,
yes.
Which then we all get to continue to do low effort things.
Yeah, like if we put our max effort into it, like the fantasy footballers would not have a chance.
Can you imagine if all of us were actually like you, me, and Davis were in the foxhole each day trying to make like quote unquote good fantasy content? Can you imagine how much we would hate each other?
No, I think it's just a matter of like just turning it on and just seeing what happens and just being ridiculous.
All right, here's what's going to happen. I know in the Discord, Nick just shared the private link to join this draft. We got a couple spots left. If you're in the Discord, going to give first crack to the YouTube members. Otherwise, we will drop it in the chat. Just one more person, and it is Phil. David Kitchen was always going to get us off to the races here. Let's see what draft slot we have. Oh, boy, this could be dicey, Kitchen. We got 110.
So kind of on the wheel.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Yeah, longtime randomizer OGs know that the closer you are to the turn, the harder it gets. The harder it gets. But Kitchen, I know you saw some of the prompts coming in. Some of them you are not privy to. We got a Google form in the Discord. We got a writer's room now for the randomizer. So we got some surprises.
A writer's room?
Here. We have a writer's room now, Kitchen.
Wow. All right, let's do it.
We're official. We're off to the races here. Like I said, we're picking 110. We got all kinds of friends and family in here. We got Pacelli, we got Burnzone, we got our guy Nick from the 3 slot, Brian in the 4, Willis in the 5, Woman's in the 6, Frankie in the 7, Do Not Gamble in the 8, DeMoney in the 9. We're in the 10. We got Nez and Emo Cowboy. I mean, if this is not a friends and family draft kitchen, I don't know what is.
Yeah. They think it's EV for them to be in this draft, but boy, are they wrong.
Oh, they are wrong. And we are off to the races. Let's spin the wheel. 18 rounds, every pick determined by a prompt on the wheel. Oh boy, this is a great one to get right here off the start. Hot DQ summer. Name the 5 new summer blizzards at DQ. 4 out of 5 equals draft any Titan. If worse, draft Traylon Burks from Nez.
Okay.
Do you know the DQ summer menu?
Okay, I did study for this one. So peanut butter cookie dough, frosted animal cookie, cotton candy, brownie batter. Is that 4?
So you know what? I should have probably done my research on what the summer blizzard menu is for 2024. Also, kitchen, here you go. I see brownie batter, cotton candy, frosted animal cookie, peanut butter cookie dough party,
That's
picnic
what I said.
cobbler. Okay, you got it.
I got 4.
All right.
So I have to
You
draft
got
the
4.
Titan now?
You get to draft whatever Titan you want.
Oh,
That's
boy.
your prize.
The first round. Let's. Oh, you know what? I was listening to the ETR where they're talking about the flippening, and they think like D Hop is going to be so much better than Calvin Ridley, and so for that reason, I want to draft Calvin Ridley.
Okay, you want to fade them. Also, kitchen, I have to mention it. Your internet, like not a bit, is kind of like cutting in and out, and you're very fuzzy for me.
Great, awesome.
I don't know if you can. I feel like on the Swolecast, your internet has been fine lately. So if you can do whatever you do on the Swolecast, that would be good. So you taking Calvin Ridley at 110 is like Davis after he watches a highlight of Calvin Ridley and then says, I must have him on my teams.
Yes.
All right, let's see how this board is going. It is a little wide receiver heavy. Breece Hall still not off the board. Calvin Ridley, the first time he's going to go in the first round probably this year, but I think we should spin right now.
Yeah. Let's spin ahead, especially not knowing the internet quality is going on right now.
Yes.
I love how you used the 2017 version of me. Like, didn't even bother in getting like a recent headshot.
All right. Dave, the tool man kitchen. Dave grabs a tool from his garage and makes the next pick with his best Tim Allen impersonation. Otherwise, draft Jalen Naylor.
I just put together. So in this office, I just put together a spreader. Do I have to go to the garage? Because this is.
If you have a tool, then you're good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, normally I've got Davis, but now I've got an Allen wrench, socket wrench rather, and a Craftsman thing. I put together a spreader for the yard. So I still had it in there.
We're gonna have to figure out your internet. This is atrocious. But I need you to do your best, Tim the Toolman Taylor, right now, as you make this pick.
Oh. Is that how he does?
It's kitchen. It's incredible, but we can't see you. You're like a blurry mess, and we can barely hear you. We got to get this. We got to get this internet fixed.
All right. He said it's worse than Patty Millions. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see what I can do.
I mean, this is unreal. Here we go. How you doing, kitchen?
Okay. I'm doing good. I'm checking my speed test. I've got like 250, 260 up or download.
Yeah. Are the kids watching Paw Patrol? Brutal. Is this real? Is Jared trolling me? Looks fine on my end. Must be your internet, Pete. Is this
like
true, or is he trolling me?
I don't. he said it's better. Like I'm at 313 download, 40 upload. Like I don't know what's the deal.
Okay, we are on the clock. I'm going to give you this pick because you gave us some Tim the Tool Man, Marvin Harrison, Drake London, JT,
Drake
Barkley,
London.
Olave, Drake London.
Drake London.
All right, he's yours. He's yours. Yes, okay. It was a troll. It's atrocious. Looks awful. So bad. Like they know what Kitchen. Like if you pulled up to the Swolecast with this, we would say we can't start right now. That's how bad it is. Okay. I love RM covers positivity here. We could hear him. Yeah, I could hear him too. But this is a video show. I like to service the audio listeners, but I also need to have some video here. Everyone in the chat with suggestions. I should also mention we are doing a show directly after this, Best Ball After Dark, and I will be getting to get to know Dave better. Oh, that seems a little better, Dave.
I mean, all I did was restart Chrome. I mean, I don't know.
Fingers crossed. It's a little better. It's a little better.
You know what? My wife said earlier today that there's some internet issues when she was streaming.
Really?
Yes.
Your wife's a streamer?
She does like training conferences, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Frankie would like just like a little redo on Tim the Toolman Taylor here. Dude, were you a Home Improvement fan?
I did like Home Improvement. That was Jonathan Taylor back in the day. Heidi, Mr. Wilson, across the fence. Who was his like trusty sidekick with the beard? Al Borland.
Yeah. Heidi was definitely one of those like first crushes as a kid when you're like, oh, sure. That's what a woman looks like. Yeah, Heidi. Yeah, great show. And then Tim Allen became one of the most controversial figures in comedy. One of the only people making Republican comedy these days. Tim Allen.
Is that why you asked me if I liked Home Improvement?
No, that was just a coincidence. That prompt, I actually wrote that prompt. It just like hit me as an epiphany. I was like, I feel like Kitchen could do a good Tim Allen impersonation there.
Like the girls, they watch, they're 10, 8, and 6. They watch all the TGIF shows. So Steve Urkel, Full House. I have not introduced them to Tim the Toolman Taylor yet.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like if that show would hold up in my head. I'm not sure it would. But who knows? Kitchen, I'm still praying. Like the internet issues are still pretty touch and go, but we're gonna plow forward for now here with another prompt. Okay. Kitchen table tennis. Kitchen calls a fantasy footballer and tells them 3 reasons why he is going to play table tennis as winter training this December. Fail and take the next available player from the Frozen North, AFC or NFC. Do you want to call one of the footballers and tell them you're a better ping pong player?
Yeah, I don't know if let's see. I guess if I had a number, it would be Andy.
Wow, I thought Kitchen was buddies with these guys, and this is all for show online.
We don't do phones though. Like,
okay,
I mean,
yeah, I get it. I thought you guys were tight, but apparently it's all just
like we are. Do you
like
know
clinging on? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
Yeah, keep looking. I'm sure Andy's phone number is just gonna pop up there anytime if you keep scrolling. Oh man.
So what's the take from the Frozen North?
Yes, why he is going to play table tennis as winter training this December, because one of the footballers was in the mentions to the prompt for this show.
Yeah.
And have you had some ping pong battles with those guys?
We had one ping pong battle at an FSTA, but it was like with like the cardboard paddles. And so we had a big thing and Andy barely beat me. And so now it's this big thing where, the big fantasy footballers, they like Andy's better at ping pong than me, but yeah, I don't have any of their phone numbers.
Okay,
So.
what player are we taking? Fail and take the next available player from the frozen north.
AFC or NFC.
Yeah. Who do you want?
So that's Laporta.
Okay, you're right. Laporta, you watched my elite tight end video and said I got to get this guy at pick 30.
Our team is not that bad right now. How's my internet though?
It's honestly getting better. It's improved. Okay, draft buds here. Take credit for at least one other drafter in the randomizer lobby as a new branch on the kitchen tree, or take the best player available based on ADP. Kitchen, who in this room? I listed off the characters. Who do you want to count as part of your tree?
I can't see, but Moods actually is a part of my tree, which is funny. He used to do stuff for Fantasy Insiders back in the day, and now he's a big shot. Okay.
I'll list some for you. So we got DeMoney, we got Frankie, we got Womans, we got Willis.
Is that Frankie Paleo?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's have him a part of the tree.
Yeah. Do you want to take credit for his family's Italian restaurant?
Yes, I do. Oh, this is so good.
Kitchen, if you had your own dish named after you at Frankie's restaurant, what would it be?
The sizzling
Soccer Dave.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it would be like one of those, you know how they have like the Italian restaurants will have like the messy plate, like the grandma's messy plate. Like I feel like that's a kind of
lots of protein, lots of cheese. All right, we're on the clock though right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if you can you get to take whoever you want. I guess so, because you claimed Frankie as part of your tree.
Yeah, so let's keep going. Let's go Devonta.
Okay. Look at you.
Oh my gosh. This team might be the best in randomizer history. That's the goal.
So Robbie's right. So it's a grandma's mess style dish called the kitchen sink, and it has like 19 different meats in it.
What is kitchen in Italian?
Okay,
what's kitchen sink in Italian? Yeah.
Get us that. Frankie's very excited. He says, welcome you to the family, Dave. Do you want to know what's crazy, Dave? Davis and Frankie don't live too far away. And Frankie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you've extended the invite to Davis to come in for a meal on the house multiple times, and he hasn't taken you up on this offer. Davis is low key such a hermit, Dave. It's insane.
When I went to Boston, I actually did go to someone that's kind of a part of the tree, their restaurant. I don't know if they're part of the tree, but I was there interviewing them for the first DraftKings Million. So y'all know Bobby.
I've been to that his family's restaurant.
Yeah.
Ticina.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, like, what the hell? Like, Frankie's extending an olive branch to Davis, and Davis is too good. Imagine serving Davis while he's multi-tabling 20 puppy drafts, just downing your bread, and then doesn't order an entree because he's too cheap. I can see that.
Supposedly he was eating next to Travis Kelce and a big like grease stain on him. Like I don't know. Davis in real life is just different than Davis in the fantasy world, in the Twitter world. Like, in his wedding, he's like, you cannot post anything from this real wedding. Well, the real wedding was like just people crushing him just like they do on Twitter, except he couldn't delete anything.
Were there, are you talking about like there were toasts?
Roast, yes. His best man roast was amazing.
Was the material, like, did it cross over into the things we teased Davis about? Okay.
Yes. Basically not knowing math. Like, it was amazing.
I wish I could have been there. All right, here we go. Ooh, this is a good one. I remember seeing this on the wheel. Creamy Oh no, sorry. It spun to the other one. Blind leading the blind. Dave puts on a blindfold and Pete puts Chigakonkwo in the queue and turns off his speakers. Dave must communicate who he wants to Pete to draft or draft Chig. So I have to do this without audio, and you have to put a blindfold on.
What do you mean you have to do it without audio?
It says and turns off his speakers.
Turns off. And Pete puts Chig in the queue and turns off his speakers. Dave must communicate who he wants to Pete or draft Chig. But I have to be blind.
You have to be blindfolded. I need to do a better job of rereading these prompts before I approve them. I was like, I love this blindfolding thing.
So you have to turn off your audio and you have to just see.
Okay. I'm right now. I'm taking my headphones off because this is how I'm hearing. All right, Kitchen, I'm about to take my headphones off. You need to start pointing, I guess. Okay, pantomiming. All right, Kitchen, he's like trying to catch a football, so I assume it's a wide receiver. Okay, he's giving me the thumbs up. It's a wide receiver. Okay, he's doing jazz hands. It's a very flamboyant wide receiver. Let me go to the wide receiver tab. This will help. He's spreading. Okay, he's dancing. Keenan Allen, Jaden Reed, Terry McLaurin. Why is this? This looks like a Broadway dancer. It's the sun. He's shielding from the sun. Is it Hollywood? Is he Hollywood? It's Hollywood for. It took me a second. The song and dance.
When you said Broadway, I was like, if he doesn't get it now, I don't know how else. That was probably the best pantomime of Hollywood Brown ever.
That was pretty good, Kitchen, because that prompt, the degree of difficulty on that prompt was pretty insane.
What pick are we at right now?
We're about to get him at an ADP value unless DeMoney really wants to bonus.
That would suck. That would suck. Then do I have to go?
I thought it was like something like he was blinded by the sun. DeMoney,
Okay,
this is an insane slow roll if you do this, buddy. Okay.
Did he?
He gave us.
Okay.
All right.
Because I was
We're
about
good.
to do this right here. Would you have known this?
We should just do an entire draft like this sometime.
Would you have known this right here, though?
Driving Miss Daisy.
No,
driving
it was
bus?
F1. F1.
Oh, F1. All right, we got another prompt. Hear ye, hear ye. Kitchen summons the court and names the 4 other fantasy analysts he would want on his pickup basketball team in the positions each would play. If he fails, draft a 2-sport tight end like Jimmy Graham. Who's in your starting 5, Kitchen?
Okay. Let me think. Point guard. I'm not sure, but like who would be a point guard? I guess. Like, does this have to be like a real starting 5? I'm just thinking of like stereotypical point guards. Let me put Davis at point guard. All right.
Yes. Okay. Okay. This is a different definition. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. And then I'll be shooting guard. Let's make Pete. No, he's got the Achilles. Let's make Jack my small forward. You be my power forward because you bring the muscle. And then let's go Big T at center.
Big T.
Yeah.
There you go. Love to hear it here. Okay. And so
off the bench, I'd pick up Andy Means. Tuttle, also low key athlete. He's kind of out of shape though with the projections team.
Kitchen, if you want to keep your job, say Dan Bach and like the JJ Redick role.
Like Dan Bach, like kind of in the court general. Let me sub Dan with Davis. Actually, Dan is my point
answer. That was a business.
It's a hybrid guard role.
All right, you're on the court or on the clock. You got a 4 wide receiver, 1 tight end team. Pacheco.
Yeah, let's go Pacheco.
Look at
my gosh, this team is going to be the best randomizer team in the history. Has any randomizer team actually advanced the next round?
So these are self-contained leagues. This is just a 12-person league, so we're not ruining a tournament. Kitchen, stop. This is the only reason you wanted to do the show, to draft a shitty team in Ball Mania.
Wow.
Did
It's
you
like when you find out the set is just like one wall and not the whole house?
wait till you see what's actually back there, brother? People, it was way back. It was right before COVID, because I remember it was one of the last trips I did down to Nashville for Roto Grinders Super Bowl party. And we organized you guys organized a massive pickup basketball game.
Yeah.
Like there were like 5 different teams. Didn't we have a draft on one of the Roto Grinder shows for the players?
Yeah. And I was like deathly sick as well.
Yeah.
Like I came at the last minute. Yeah, like that was fun.
That was a good time. Big T picked me in the first round. I believe Tuttle was on our team too. We were decent, but I think Big T let us down, when it really mattered.
Yeah, he was throwing up some bricks for sure. But Tonk's a good game.
He does. For people who don't know, like I give Dave his flowers when he deserves them. Dave is a very good basketball player. Like I'm guessing most people here
shooter. I'm a good shooter.
But Dave, no, you got some handles. I'm not picking you to like lock down the opposing team's best player on defense, but you got a stroke. Like you're a legit good shooter. And I think it's just like surprise a lot of people.
For us, yeah, maybe. And pick up basketball, maybe. I'm just like 3-point line to 3-point line. But I look at today, these kids that are out there, and the level of skill they have. I could never. Like I was never at the. It's like look at Bob Cousy and be like, oh yeah, he like had that little push shot, whatever. Like that. I mean, the Euro steps, the pivots, the different like moves that they do. It's just on another level. But I appreciate you trying to give me my flowers.
It is like I've seen some of those like TikTok like basketball coaches or whatever, and the drills they do with the kids, and I'm like, we weren't doing those drills in the mid-90s.
No.
Like the shit they're doing is so different. All right, we got another prompt here. Creamy thought leader, spelled THOT, by the way. Kitchen must rap or tweet at Cody Main from ETR in the style of a diss track, questioning Cody's credibility as a creamy influencer, or draft Nebraska alum Samori Torre. Kitchen, Cody Main is really trying to establish himself as the preeminent creamy thought leader. You've kind of low-key said that you've been in on creamy all along. Are you willing to tweet at him that you're the real creamy influencer?
Yeah. Is that what it is? I have to tweet that I'm the real.
You can choose. You can rap, or you can tweet at Cody Main. Those are your two options.
All right.
I think like if I could, I want you to write this, but if I was writing in Kitchen's voice, it'd be something like, cute that you pretend you were the first to creamies. I've been in this game since before you were born, kid. Sounds like something Kitchen would say.
Oh man. Okay.
Is the tweet out?
No, I'm still trying to think. So I've got to think of it before we're on the clock.
Yeah, you got about 30 seconds.
Oh gosh.
Or you could just say, if I wanted to pour a bunch of fucking M&Ms in my ice cream, I'd just drive down to McDonald's and order a McFlurry, bitch. Yeah. Say he's part of your creamy tree. He just doesn't know it. All right, you're running out of time. Is the tweet been set?
Stick to niche sports.
Leave creamy to the fat boys.
Stay out of the creamy streets.
All right, this tweet better get set. Who do you want to pick here, Kitchen? Godwin, Keon Coleman, Aaron Jones, Brian Thomas, Evan Ingram.
Brian.
JSN. It's too late.
Did you say Brian? Oh,
it's
just do Chris Godwin. Do Chris Godwin.
It's too late. You got JSN because of some random ranks I have in right now.
What? How do you have JSN?
Send the tweet. We got to spin
All
again,
right,
too.
I did, but now I feel dirty for even sending it.
I got to see this. Creamy thought leader, please stick to niche sports and stay on the creamy streets. I'll give it a retweet. Let's give Kitchen some retweets here. All right, budget cuts. Dave calls Davis and informs him the Swolecast is taking another direction. Get Davis on the line. I want you in a deadpan to say, Davis, Swolecast is kind of wanting to head in a different direction, and tell them that they're replacing him with Jacob Rickroad. Otherwise, are you out on Ray Davis? I'll put Ray Davis in the queue here. Oh no, I just get it now. Davis. How many Davises are there in the NBA? We have Gabe Davis, Ray Davis, Davis Allen, Isaiah Davis, Darius Davis, Davis Mills, Malik Davis, Tyrion Davis Price, Rashard Davis, Avery Davis.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not
Leave
available.
a
At the tone,
voicemail.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, bud, it's David. Listen, some tough news, but before it hits the internet, I need you to know. So I'm leaving you this voicemail. But looks like we're going in a different direction for the Swolecast. And talk to Dan, talk to the producers, and apparently we are replacing your seat with someone more experienced. So if you see Jacob Rickroad on the Swolecast next week, you'll know why. All right. Love you, man. Thanks for all the work you've done in the past 10 years, all the stuff that you've juggled while doing the Swolecast. And hey, bright side is, at least now, you don't have to worry about your timesheets. All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, I wanted to interrupt you to get your pick in, but that was just such a good performance that I just had to randomly click Ramondre Stevenson for you. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I bet that was actually cathartic for you. Of just like, how badly have you wanted to fire Davis?
No, I've never wanted. Nah, I'm not. No, I've never wanted to fire Davis. Davis is a big. He's a big branch in the tree. I believed in Davis before anyone believed in Davis, and that is the absolute truth.
I don't want to get sentimental on this show, but Dave jokes about the tree. But I remember when Dave asked me to join the Swolecast, and this was coming from someone who was a super fan of the Swolecast. I made a parody video. It was my favorite show to watch each week. I literally thought like Kitchen had made a mistake, like that he thought someone. I was like, no, you don't want me to be on the Swolecast. That's not how this works. So Kitchen, you're loyal to your guys for better or worse.
For sure. And with Davis, a lot of times it's been the worst, but that's kind of the brand. That's the brand of the show. So it just works. I think that I am in tune with just like good chemistry and just like surrounding yourself with people like on content and shows that you would want to hang out with in real life. And like people that are like too serious, those guys I don't want to hang out with in real life. Like, forget about it.
The funny
Let me
thing
hang out
is, Dave,
with the losers and the guys that don't take themselves too seriously.
except that's all good and well, but every time I've been in Nashville, which admittedly hasn't been recently, but back in the day, it's like you were never even out. Like I would come to these Roto-Grinders parties and I'd see you for like 20 minutes.
Because that one time I was sick.
Yeah.
The other time I was there. We talked. I think you only came down one or two times. So I remember the first
draft. I was on like, the Swolecast yet for the draft live final when you and Dan Bach were hosting and that woman crashed the stage.
Yeah. That was when I was asking you about. That was a draft party.
Yeah.
That's when I was asking you about like Pete Manzanelli.
Yeah.
And like, you gonna do the bit? You gonna do the bit? And like at that time, you're like, no, I'm not gonna do the bit. Like, and that's when I knew, like, oh, that's like a pretty good show he puts on. Like, I thought you would just like come down and it, like want to do Pete Manzanelli to everybody, but it was just like, no, it's like it's not really what his thing is.
All right, we're gonna spin the wheel here. We'll recap Kitchen's team in a second. Ooh, this is a fun one. Are you a week 17, bro? Because Kitchen must name 7 week 17 matchups before the next pick. If not, draft a backup tight end. Kitchen, start listing them off here. Week 17 matchups.
Yeah, Titans, Jags.
Yes. 1.
Cowboys, Eagles.
2.
Cardinals, Rams.
3.
Let's see, Miami, Cleveland.
4. You got to know Deshaun.
Jets and Bills.
5. I'm impressed.
Let's see, Vegas and Saints.
Wow. 6.
6. Give me another one. Let's see, Green Bay plays Minnesota.
Wow, man, you've really been grinding. I'm impressed.
You know, one of the things though that like it does kind of mess with me. Does it mess with you? You've probably done enough of these where it doesn't, but I still like am getting last year's week 17 matchups in my head sometimes.
I get Baltimore, Miami in my head a good bit.
Yes. I didn't even mention like Baltimore and Houston and Kansas City and the Steelers. That would have been
this is okay. You are on the clock. I want to make sure you get the guy you want this time.
Do we have a quarterback
on the board? Dak, Jordan Love.
Yeah. If we don't have a quarterback, let's get Dak.
All right, we'll grab Dak here. I still have one. Speaking of Dak, I have one like that team Eric Beimfor and I had that finished top 10 in BBM2. I still remember some correlations from that week because we were sweating the final. So, you know, I remember Cardinals versus Cowboys. Of course, I remember Seahawks versus Lions because that's what Liam had. You know, some of those games, that was the Chiefs Bengals game where Jamar Chase went nuts. Like, it's pretty disgusting that some of those are still in our head.
There was one game, Bills and Bengals.
Yes,
year 3.
Yeah.
That was a crazy game.
Okay. Usher in the pick. Without saying the player's name, Dave must be an usher at church. He must greet the next player he wants to draft and usher them to their seat. P has to guess the player. P guesses right, pick the player. He guesses wrong, pick Traylon Burks. So I need you to pretend what tab do you want me to go to position-wise?
I mean, that's going to give it away, right?
Okay, you're right. Do you want me to scroll down or you like what you see in the queue?
No, we could just go.
Okay. All right. Kitchen, I want you and Scene. You are now a church usher, ushering down this person to their seat.
Hi, how's it going? How are you doing today? Good to see you. Listen, last season I was noticing at the in the playoffs, the touchdown regression. You were getting those touchdowns, man. You were looking good. I'm excited about this upcoming season because I have I've got a lot of faith in you. And actually, one of your teammates is here. He's actually in here. So yeah, take a seat and enjoy the show.
Okay, I didn't know if Nez was going to snipe you, but that is so obviously Jake Ferguson. I mean, I love that we all have our own secret language, Dave, where you can say touchdown regression, and I immediately put Jake Ferguson, right into the queue there.
Oh my gosh!
Which NFL players do go to your church right now? Was it Eric Decker, or you bumped into him at a camp?
Yeah, I bumped into him at a basketball camp. Harold Landry and Traylon Burks been there.
Do you see Traylon weekly?
No, I haven't seen him in a while. Beginning to be worried about him.
Titans offense.
Man, I really think that, like, what if he is the guy that you need this year? Like, what if?
He's not, Kitchen. He's not.
Like, but how amazing would it be if he was? Like, how for content, and people are like, oh, I knew it. Oh, if I just would have, like, it would be so good.
It was just such a bummer. I mean, him being the 1-for-1 AJ Brown replacement made so much sense on paper, but in reality, not the case.
Boy, that was just a
Are you
man.
starting to get excited about Tyler Boyd?
No, no, but I mean, I don't understand how everybody's saying this team is going to go like 2-15. Like, it's like 4.5 wins. I think Vegas has. Just hammer the over. This team is got a brand new coaching staff. They've got a good offense, good skill players, and an offensive line now. Like drafting another piece for an offensive line. Just get ready. Titans are a sneaky team this year.
I got to give a shout out to Emo Cowboy Burns up. We got a few fun bit picks. It always takes me a little to remember them because we have so many things going on. My guy Phil took Chase Claypool 2nd overall. A shout out to Phil.
Who took
Tyler.
Andrew Luck?
Andrew, I just noticed that Nick took Andrew Luck, Blake Bortles, Marcus Mariota, right? But I kept wondering, why is Pacheco going 20 picks after ADP? I now know why. We got Tyler, who started out with Puka, AJ Brown, very justifiable, Derrick Henry, but then goes to Racy McMath, Ryan Tannehill, back to Anthony Richardson, Brian Thomas, and then a Des Bryant pick sprinkled in there.
No, it was Racy McMath and Des Fitzpatrick. Titans traded up for Des Fitzpatrick and picked him in the 4th round over Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah. Okay. Equipment manager, put the next 5 Colts in the queue in inverse ADP order. Clear the top worst player for each piece of pickleball equipment Kitchen can fetch. Clear the queue and draft whoever. Kitchen, run and get as much pickleball paraphernalia as you can. Next 5 Colts. I need to put them in here. Let's see. Other than
this is the pickleball thing named Kitchen. We're going to count that. Paddle right here, pickleball hat, and an actual pickleball. That's 4.
Hang on. What do you got? You had 4?
Yes.
I need to see them again. Let me All right, Kitchen has a second. Let me.
Okay. So I've got my pickleball barricade shoes that I wear.
Okay, 1 paddle.
Another paddle.
2, 3 paddles.
Okay.
Pickleball.
And this is my super light hat, my pickleball hat.
Wow. Okay.
And this is just for kicks and giggles.
All right.
So who do I get to draft? Yeah.
Yeah, 5 picks. How often do you play pickleball?
2 to 3 times a week.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. All right. Singletary, Goddard, Gus Edwards, Tua, AD Mitchell, Joshua Palmer, Trevor Lawrence, Nick Chubb.
What's our roster construction right now?
1-2-5-2.
Okay. Let's go. Boy, those. Who are our wide receivers?
You got to say it quick, dude. AD Mitchell, Devin Singletary. You're going to get Devin
Just Singletary. Yeah.
You got Singletary.
That's
huge ADP value. Can I get an
Yeah.
woo for Singletary on 130?
Woo! It's a value hound right there, baby.
There you go. Okay, here we go. Next prompt. Live a little. Pete phones a mutual friend and Kitchen must guess the last place said friend went on vacation. Guess incorrectly and take a player 50 picks after ADP. All right. What do you think? Should I tell you who I'm calling now and so you guess and then we validate, or do I get him on the line and you ask?
Yeah, like you can tell me who the friend is.
Okay, I'm gonna call Leone.
Okay. I'm gonna know Leone's though.
Are you?
Yes, because I was there.
What if he went on a trip before this? Come on, I need my Wi-Fi calling to work down here. This is killing me.
Do Android phones have Wi-Fi calling?
Shut the fuck up, Dave. God. Come on, Leone. Take your time with this pick, Nez.
Please leave your name and number, and I'll give you a call back.
Went right to the voicemail. He's ghosting me.
Same. Maybe we were calling at the same time.
You were trying to call him at the same time.
We were too. We were.
Yeah, it's me calling him.
I didn't think your phone would have the juice. Hey, buddy.
What's happening?
Hey.
I know what's going on.
No, you don't know what's going on. You shut up. Your last place that you went on vacation, was I there?
No.
I knew it.
Boy.
Because I'm in the Denver airport right
Are you in Denver? Wait, isn't this an ETR thing?
Yeah. So
Oh.
not count as vacation.
Well, I guess every day's a vacation for you guys.
Hang up on Leone. We got another prompt.
Oh, I did right after I said that.
Okay. Dairy Ice Queen. Kitchen calls the local DQ trying to win back his forlorn love, the Blizzard. He must end each sentence with, I miss you so much on the call, or draft Davis Mills.
So what? Talk to me now as I'm doing this. What is it?
So I want you to have a conversation with someone at Dairy Queen, but you must end every sentence with, I miss you so much. Don't act like you don't have this on speed dial.
Thank you for calling 14 Foods Dairy Queen. Please use the following menu to direct your call. Press 1 to place a cake order or other regular menu item order for pickup. Press 2 to speak with the manager on duty.
Kitchen, I want you to ask them if you could come up with your own Blizzard flavor.
Please hold.
So hope if I get banned.
Thank you for choosing Dairy Queen. How can I help you?
Yeah, listen, was hoping that I could see what the process is for naming a new Dairy Queen Blizzard flavor.
I miss you so much.
That is a good question, and I unfortunately don't have an answer for that.
Oh, I miss you so much. Oh man. Listen, like, what about if we did like something local and we just put it on there for like a day or so, like a fundraiser? I miss you so much.
So if we did that, you would have to contact our home office.
Okay.
And that would just be, you would email marketing at 14foods.com. But we don't have, at store level, we don't have any say over that.
All right. I miss you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. So help me if I get banned from my local Dairy Queen.
How would you get banned? That was incredible.
Who thought of that prompt? Like to say, I miss you so much at the end of each sentence. That was you? Oh,
Yeah. Well, Dave, for people who are too young to remember, Dave has one of, actually, I'll call it the greatest fleet of all time, where Dave goes through a Dairy Queen drive-through, and the lady says, I miss you, Mr. Kitchen. Oh, man. God, that was so good. Yeah, bless this Dairy Queen worker. They know his voice 100%. Oh, thank you, my guy Sammy, for the super chats. That'll buy us a couple of blizzards here. Kitchen, you do get to pick whoever you want after that performance.
Okay. Boy, what's our quarterback sitch?
It is crazy. You kind of learn who your friends are, right? In life, Davis
Yeah.
doesn't answer, but Dairy Queen does.
Yeah. And Leone does. I love how I really do love how he says that going to he's in the Denver airport. It was just a big vacation. They call it a work meeting, but it was just a big vacation.
He couldn't even help himself by calling it a vacation.
Draft either Tua or Goff. I don't care.
Let's see. Do you have any stacks?
No, but I mean, this is just a self-contained league, so why even go for the?
Are you doing a nerd voice?
Well,
okay. Let's get a spin on, since you want to take a quarterback with one of these picks here. Ooh, what do we got here? Yes, the tree. Kitchen sketches out the most accurate tree with the names of people in the industry who form the branches around his trunk. Dave, do you have a piece of paper and a pen nearby?
I mean, I've got a little piece of paper.
That's fine. You got some time.
Okay. Does it have to be? Well,
I want a tree. I want to see a trunk that says kitchen on it, and I want to see names on branches. This is going to reveal a lot, because Kitchen has so many people on his tree that he's going to really have to prioritize right now. This is going to show which people he really values the most. He's going to have to remember, I didn't actually have a fantasy footballer's number in my phone. Maybe I shouldn't include them on my tree.
I will not include those guys.
Paint the tree like one of your French girls. I want to say, Kitchen, you've got a little artistic side to you. You can draw a little bit, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but this is like Pictionary sketches. So let's see.
All right, Kitchen. You got Tua on the team, but we're gonna have to see this tree before this next pick.
Okay, it's just a bunch of branches.
All right, let's see it.
Okay. So obviously at the base, I started probably with too much base. Got you, Davis. Got Laffy over there and part of the FI crew in Tuttle. Pat has the honorary one. Put a Miko on there. Leone, Fear My Turtle. So
we're just taking your word for it. We can't see anything on the tree. It's all blurry. Are you there, Kitchen? As punishment, I drafted you, Jahan Dotson.
I'm here now yet.
Can you hear me, Kitchen?
I can. Did we get internet issues now?
Yes. Okay, that's better. Now we can see it. Hang on. All right, let me get this back to the full screen here. All right, list it off again, because we can actually see. Okay, I see Kitchen, Overzet, Davis, Laffy, Tuttle, Kerrane, Amico, Leone, PMT.
It's an F. Fear My Turtle.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're putting pardon my take on your stream too. Dude, your internet looks as good as it's been all night right now.
Okay.
All right.
No clue what's happening, but I'm glad.
I think what we're gonna have to do, Kitchen, is so my guy Lou cuts up highlights from these randomizer shows, but because a lot of the stuff has been fuzzy, you and me kind of in post are gonna have to just recreate everything. And just redo them. Okay, I think we need to let's spin here. Yeah, let me do a recap of the team. For some godforsaken reason, I post this audio on the podcast feed, so I will service the audio listeners. Kitchen has Dak Prescott and Tua at quarterback. He has Isaiah Pacheco, Ramondre Stevenson, Devin Singletary, Chase Brown. That was why I think he was on the phone with Leone. Wide receivers, Calvin Ridley in the first round. Really the only true rogue pick here. Drake London, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown, JSN, another our wires getting crossed, and Jahan Dotson. Tight end Sam Laporta, Jake Ferguson. This is a decent randomizer team, Kitchen.
But not the best ever. But who cares? This is just self-contained.
It's just self-contained. Yeah, the stakes, Kitchen.
What's the max that we can win off of this?
$20. You wouldn't have rolled out of bed for that, is what you're saying. Okay. Speaking of tree, a pick from the tree. FaceTime an analyst from his tree for pick advice or draft Nick Westbrook Akine. Someone on that tree. Who are you FaceTiming?
Okay, well, I can't FaceTime Pete because he doesn't have FaceTime.
And you're getting FaceTime with me right now, brother.
Let's see. Do you think Tuttle would be a good one?
Asking Tuttle for randomizer draft advice in the 15th round sounds like a great time. Kerrane would be good. Do you have Kerrane's number?
No. Can you give it to me over the internet so everyone can have it?
Sure. I bet he'd be so happy about that. Do you want me to type it in the private chat?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Bum 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 bum.
I seriously don't know what happened, Kitchen, but you now have incredible internet.
Don't know either.
Man, we're running out of time though for this pick.
FaceTime's not an option for this.
Wow.
Hey, how are you? Did you have my number saved? Okay, 1 second. Hey, listen, 15th round, who are some of your plays? No, we're not on a pod right now. That's a ridiculous question. I'm just really asking you who's a 15th round guy that you like. We've got Javon Baker.
15th round. Tell Pat you didn't say 18th round.
Yeah, this is not an 18th round pick. This is a 15th round pick. Have you even studied?
Tell him Ricky Pearsall's on the board.
Ricky Pearsall is still on the board. He says take Pearsall.
Dude, Pat's all dressed up. Ask him where
He said it's late for the Swolecast. What are we recording? How do you not know about tonight's special episode of the randomizer? All right. Okay. Hey. I miss you.
No, I'm triggered because hang on. We'll talk about Kerrane in a second. Kitchen, this is not a drill. Kitchen makes successive bounces of a pickleball on a racket. Bounce 5 times, get Hassan Haskins. Bounce 10, get Deshaun Watson. Bounce 15, get an AFC South player. Bounce 20 plus, you get to pick. Get the paddle, Kitchen.
Get my illegal paddle right here. 20?
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna put you full screen. We're about to count. Let's do it.
Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Show off. 21, 22. The play.
Good.
You did it. You did it. Incredible work, Kitchen. All right, you get to pick whoever you want after that performance. So you have a 2-4-7-2 build. You're
Yeah.
pretty balanced positionally. Quentin Johnston falling like a rock tonight.
Yeah, let's go Quentin. Why not?
Okay, we'll see what Nez does here. All right, you get Quentin Johnston here.
Alan says, call the ambulance, to which I say, but not for me. But for these other guys.
Yeah, the poor plant.
Oh, did the plant take a hit? I guess it did.
No, I want to talk about Kerrane being dressed up like that. Like they were clearly, he was going out on a date night. And it's like, this guy going out a date night with a baby.
I don't know. Yeah. I think after you win $2 million every night, he probably has like multiple babysitters on call,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did look. Here's one thing I did notice though. And the same thing, like how old's Pat?
He is, I believe he's a year older than me. I think he's 37 or 38.
Yeah. Like high def in that FaceTime. Like so FaceTime, it's like this app on your phone that allows you to video call somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was high def. I could see he had a little salt in that pepper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a few little gray hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do too on the sides. I got some gray hairs.
Yeah. The he's doing fine though. I thought you said it wasn't going to allow you to do FaceTime and then he just materialized.
I think once he answered the phone, I could FaceTime.
Okay. Gotcha.
Once he accepted it, I could FaceTime.
Yeah.
Here's the bad thing though. He had my number and I didn't have his number.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize you're not as well connected as I thought you were.
No, it's because we had a call. We had a few calls, business calls, little biz calls, and I called him, but then I did not save his number in the my phone, and he did. So he's a better friend, basically.
Yeah. Well, you don't save the number if you don't care about someone.
And to him, he was like, "Oh, Soccer Dave, got it finally." Got his number.
The boys in blue.
I did see this. I did see this on the X feed.
Name 6 NFL teams with blue in their logo, if not draft a player who has been arrested.
Obviously, the Titans with the flaming thumbtack. Colts.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Giants.
Yep.
Dolphins have blue in there. It's kind of teal.
No, that's not blue.
No. Okay, so we're at 4. I need 2 more.
Yeah, you're at 4.
Boy. The Seahawks, you give me that. They got Navy.
Yeah.
And Texans. They got blue and navy blue and red.
Yeah, there's a lot. I feel like, Chargers got the baby blue. You could have done Patriots.
Patriots would have been a good one.
Okay. All right, so we have this pick and we're going to spin. So you're going to get this pick and then we're going to spin for the final pick of this evening. Dolphins don't count. Come on. I'm looking at the Laird jersey over here. Come on. You guys are going to try to count this? That's not fucking blue. That's closer to green than blue. All right, glad to see. Oh yes, I'm so glad this one popped up.
This is a good one.
Proof of cavish. This is from our guy Herd Nation. Kitchen must show Pete proof of a current cavish article he is writing. If not, draft Anthony Berkshire. Do you have something saved in the draft?
I'm trying to think. I have I don't think I have an article saved in the draft.
Kitchen, you can work
I'll-
around this. Right now, fire up Beehive, get a draft, write a title post in a sentence or two, and take a photo of it on your camera for me.
Wow, they got a new login screen.
A new login screen. That's how long.
Jeez, trying to sneak into Fort Knox here. What's going on?
Kitchen can't even get into Cavish. It's been so long that he doesn't even know how to get into his.
I got 268 active subs. I really need to do something with this. All right.
Everyone subscribe to Cavish right now. These are the three posts. The watching NFL games in 2023 guide. That's very relevant. My latest toy I'm using on Labor Day, or when my gas grill runs out of propane. And number 3, I'm only buying dirty shoes if they're on sale and they have monkeys on the tongue.
Okay, so I'm sending this to you.
Yeah, send it to me. You can text it to me. You can DM it to me. Everyone subscribe to Cavish.
Yes, please.
Hey, guy Kitchen, who do you want? 2482. You want Ray Davis?
Yeah, give me Ray.
Ray Davis at pick 202 feels like a smash.
Okay, I text you the pick.
Oh, you have my number? That's nice. Finally, someone. I thought you were getting revealed as a fraud in this industry. You don't actually have anyone's number. Send me Kerrane. Send me Andy Holloway's.
All right, I put it in our Slack too, so you can see it.
I still haven't gotten it in either of those. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Here we go. I will pull this up here. 25 new creamy recipes for Hot Dad Summer. That would do legit numbers, Kitchen. Subtitle: Cody Main is an absolute fraud. Oh, incredible. All right, Kitchen, you get to land the plane here. You're at a 2582. Dak, Tua, Pacheco, Ramondre, Singletary, Chase Brown, Ray Davis, Calvin Ridley as your anchor, Drake London, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown, JSN, Jahan Dotson, Ricky Pearsall, Quentin Johnson, Sam Laporta, Jake Ferguson. This is just an objectively good team.
Put together. What's the tight end sitch going on right now?
Sam Laporta, Jake Fergie.
No, for like.
Oh, for Conklin. No, do you want to stack Tua with Jonnu Smith, your former Titans love?
Yes, I do.
I love this.
Is this a cumulative league or is it a tournament league?
Cumulative. If that changes, you don't have to do Tua, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Done. Some
Although
are saying that this is the best randomizer team of all time.
It's pretty crazy that you kind of traversed the gauntlet after you did get the first prompt. It just said you had to draft a Titan.
Yeah.
All right, John, are you sure you don't want Traylon instead?
Yeah, let's do Traylon just for
the brand.
Man, look at those nimble fingers you have.
Thank you. Well, it's down bad lately. I've been taking some hits these days. A lot of people questioning. I mean, you know, you see Neil now streaming all 150 drafts. Like I'm the washed streamer. There's all these young bucks like Neil Orfield coming for the crown.
What do you think the appetite is for streaming? Because I noticed even our Swolecast streams have gotten more popular than what they were last year. But it's just like, is there a limit? It seems like everyone's streaming.
I think both things you said are true. I think there's a limit. I also think the appetite is higher than they've ever been. Like our ship chasing numbers, my best ball breakfast numbers, they're like 1.75x like what they were last year at this time. Like it's definitely been a huge jump from last year.
What would a Live a Little summer of 2024 stream be?
What do you mean?
I start my own stream,
Your own YouTube channel?
my own YouTube channel.
Gretch got 1,000 subs in like 2 weeks.
So I could get probably 2,000 then.
Well, if you tried. I mean, Gretch also did like 9 straight days of streaming because he tried.
Okay. All right.
This is what we're going to do. This has been an incredible randomizer draft with David Kitchen. We are going to bounce over to Best Ball After Dark. Some of these conversations, there were some tangents that I wanted to pick up on. We will pick up on them there. But for people who aren't coming with us behind the paywall, if you guys want to become YouTube members, you can check out David Kitchen Unplugged After Dark. Well, he'll tell us what he really feels about Davis Maddock. But Dave, let the people know, other than Swolecast, what would you like them to check out? Cavish, bettercollective.com, Roto Grinders.
Yeah, Roto Grinders, Fantasy Labs. We're doing season long, and even some best ball projection like Sean Kerner, Chris Raybon, those guys you know from the Fantasy Pros rankings. We're bringing that over to Fantasy Labs, and so that's going to be a new thing. So yeah, check that out, and really just live by the mantra of live a little. You know, it's worked in the past for $2 million winners, for $1 million winners, $3 million winners. You know, it could be you next.
I mean, the best selling point is every single person who has won Best Ball Mania has been a Swolecast fan, you know, to some degree. And so if you want to win Best Ball Mania, that's like a prerequisite. You know, when people post like the splits, they're like, in games where the Vikings are leading by 45 points, you know, Dalvin Cook has 20 plus carries. If you want to win Best Ball Mania, you got to watch the Swolecast. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And yes, Tyler, I appreciate your beautifully constructed team that involved Michael Penix, Johnny Football, Dylan Lauby, Anus Smith, a guy. There's a tight end Kitchen on the Cardinals named Bernard Psychovitz. So you'll learn something every day on Underdog Fantasy. Appreciate all you guys. We'll be back for another randomizer next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. But if you want to continue to listen to Kitchen and I chop it up, head over to Best Ball After Dark. We're going to fire this up right now. We'll see you guys next time on Randomizer.